quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior take a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets off. Oh,
Down.
watch him. He's going to set up. He's going to go for the. It fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
CFSL action continues here in Kyle Field as the West Virginia Mountaineers travel down south to take on the number 2 ranked Texas A&M Aggies. My name is Cade Patch. Joining me in the booth for the very first time, Caleb. Caleb, how are we doing tonight, buddy?
You know, it's a beautiful Wednesday night of CFSL football. There's no place I'd rather be on a Wednesday night than in this booth with you.
You know, it's been a while since I've been over on YouTube, so the air smells the same. I know Frosty's been using the same air fresheners all the time he's here, but we will get to see West Virginia offense first, led by junior quarterback C.J. Yost and freshman running back Al Hale. Yost in the shotgun, 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. She takes the snap. A&M's only going to bring 3. Yost dumping it off over the middle, finds Al Hale for 3 yards.
That's a great job by Skeeter Johnson, just staying close. Realized, hey, the catch is going to be made. Just get the tackle, limit the first down gain.
2nd and 7, 3 to the bottom for Yost. She's in the shotgun, takes the snap. A&M's going to bring pressure this time. Yost hangs in into traffic, and Bill Connor knocks it away, forces a 3rd and long.
That's a great job by Bill Connor attacking the ball in air. That's where you make up your ground. You don't wait, you just attack.
Big 3rd down early for West Virginia. 3-by-1, Yost in the shotgun. She's got all the time in the world to the right side. On the corner route finds Sebastian Grant. 21 yards, brought down at midfield.
And that's a great job by WVU's front 5. This A&M pass rush is nothing to joke about. Mantell, McGregor, Brownstone, Thompson all want to get to your quarterback. Great job giving Yost all the time to find her throw and get the big gain.
3-by-1 set for Yost on 1st down here. Yost, she takes the snap and air mails it into the sideline. Didn't like what she saw.
And there was nothing there. Texas A&M tried to bring a little bit of pressure. Yost just wasn't quite ready for it. Live to see another down.
2 backs in the backfield with Yost, 2 receivers to the bottom. It's a play action, and again she air mails it to the sideline. Might have had Flash G in the flats, but she didn't want it.
Yeah, because Britt Brownstone was just dominating the line of scrimmage. Was able to just push the guard right into the backfield, just get rid of it instead of taking a bad sack.
And A&M's going to blitz early, and unblocked comes Dylan Miles. First sack of the night for Miles, and stops the West Virginia drive in its tracks.
And that's a great job by Miles. The safety had no one to block him, not even touched. When you get that speed downfield, the senior, his explosive, had 1 sack already this year, gets his 2nd of his senior campaign.
And when you bring 6 or 7 right there, like the Aggies did, it didn't really matter what West Virginia could do. They didn't have enough to block, so the punt is away. It's going to be fielded inside the 20-yard line for Texas A&M, and Bill Connor 8 yards on the return. And now we see this, I'll call them exciting, this exciting A&M offense, because sometimes it's going to be a touchdown, but sometimes it's going to be a pick. Malcolm Streets leads the CFSL in interceptions. Full house formation for Streets. It's a play action early. He settles in, settles his feet, and fires it to the left side into his own sideline.
You know, Streets is playing a safe kind of ball there, something he hasn't done all year. He's averaging just over 3 interceptions already, didn't throw into double coverage, so credit to him for growing.
And full house again. This time they're going to hand it to Tank Spikes. The freshman running back running it left, gets 8 yards. Good gain by Spikes. Sets up 3rd and short.
And it's a great running back duo A&M has. There's Juan Fife who got the tackle, had a battle with Spikes to bring down the freshman.
2 backs in the backfield with Malcolm Streets. He takes the snap, he pump fakes, settles in and fires it deep down the field into one-on-one coverage, and in and out of the hands of Brennan Walsh. Looked like he had it, but Juan Fife again knocking it away.
And Juan Fife has been the big playmaker for this WVU defense. I was able to see it last week when I called the game, not last week, 2 weeks ago, when I called the game against Clemson. Might have been last week. Weeks, mixed with the week. But he makes plays all over the field for this WVU defense, which they need because they struggle to get stops at times.
and he's making plays on special teams. 14 yards on a punt return right there. 4-5 sets up the West Virginia offense early. So it's been a little bit of a feeling out stage so far for these two offenses. Let's see who can catch their traction first. Will it be West Virginia or will it be Texas A&M? 3 receivers to the top for CJ Yost. She takes the snap. She's hanging in, firing it to the right side. Coming back to it is Reggie Hansen, but big Jurgen McGregor was in coverage.
You know, they never expect the defensive end to drop back into zone coverage. Granted, Yost saw that and said, oh, easy completion.
It is an easy completion because McGregor, 6'4", 260 pounds, does not move very well in coverage.
No.
However, he does have a forced fumble on the season, so be careful. He can knock it out if he gets a clean hit. 3-by-1 for CJ Yost. She takes the snap, read option. She's running it to the left side, has all the space in the world, and brought down from behind by Red Hawk.
Great job by Red Hawk to chase down Yost, an underappreciated runner at the quarterback position. But I do feel bad for Skeeter Johnson as Yost threw a nasty stiff arm just because before Hawk took it down.
Skeeter Johnson does give up a lot of size for Yost in the weight department. Yost this time hands it off to Al Hale. Hale right up Main Street gets our first Tony 10 of the night.
And it was Dylan Miles who had the big sack on the last drive of WVU who came up to make that tackle. Great job holding them just shy of the first.
2-by-1 set for Yost and this West Virginia offense. 2nd and inches. Hale gets the carry again, hits the outside, gets absolutely planted by Noah Radloff, but not until Hale has a first down.
And this Texas A&M front seven needs to be better in the run game. That is too much space on 2nd and inches to give Hale.
Empty set for Yost. It's a design quarterback run. She breaks 1 tackle, but can't break the 2nd or the 3rd. 3 yards on the QB draw.
And it was Gabe Xander Martell, someone we aren't traditionally used to seeing have quarterbacks thrown off of. But great job by Yost with the powerful run, and great job by the A&M defense to swarm.
2-by-2 set for Yost. Motion to a 3-by-1. Motions back to a 2-by-2. Berger's getting a lot of cardio in on this pre-play. Yost takes the snap. A&M's only going to bring 4. Yost over the middle, has a receiver wide open on the slant route. Reggie Hansen rides Noah Radloff down right near the red zone for a Mountaineer first.
And great job by Yost fitting that pass into a tight area. Radloff was all over the receiver. Put in the right spot where Radloff could only just stand and watch.
Yost takes the snap, firing it to the left side on the sit route, has big Hamilton Berger, the leading receiver for West Virginia on the season, 22 catches, 272 yards, his first of the night.
And there was a great catch. Dawson Downey with the tackle, the sophomore, brings down Hamilton Berger, the all-time leader in receptions in WVU history.
Yeah, Big Berger is one of those guys that he's been reliable in his 4 seasons here at West Virginia and will continue to do so. Yost, read option again, wide open to the left side. Inside the 5 goes Yost for 12 yards. First and goal, Mountaineers.
Great job by Yost to keep it and just run upfield as much as she could. She couldn't just reach out and get in, but you get 3 shots from the 1. You gotta love it.
And Yost turns around, hands it to Al Hale, and Hale walks into the end zone. Touchdown, WVU.
All hail Al Hale. He had all the space. It felt like the D-line separated because the King was walking through. Because Al Hale had no one within 5 yards. That front seven just got dominated.
And with 4:49 left in the first quarter, West Virginia leads Texas A&M 7-0. Seems like we might have a little bit of an upset brewing here on our hands with the Mountaineers having the early lead, but again, plenty of time here. Jackson Hare on the kick return, cutting it outside, has the edge, across midfield. Jackson Hare inside the 20, and he's gonna go. Touchdown, Aggies.
What a return. I thought for a second Hare was going to get caught, but that was my mistake. As when he gets open field, that is a dangerous man. Jacob Bradford had a shot, went for the dive, just couldn't do it. What a way to answer by A&M.
And it's with 4:37 left, it's all tied 7-7. Caleb, do we have a Twitch update for the viewers?
That I do. It was a 4-yard touchdown receptions by Michael Copley Jr. as Oregon takes the lead over USC with 4:41 left, 7-0.
Good return here for West Virginia up to the 25, near the 30-yard line. Goes Tank Golden. So just when West Virginia scores on offense, Jackson Hare houses the kick return. Feels like all the momentum just left the stadium.
It absolutely did. You felt really good if you were WVU, but A&M finds a way to punch back.
And Yost off her back foot, finds her running back, Flash G for 10 yards out of the backfield.
And great job by Flash G, but as Frosty mentioned, Murphy's special teams, that man is great at a lot of things. He is not great on the special team side of things.
2-by-2 set, Yost in the shotgun, firing it into the flat route, wide open KJ Smith for 7 yards, first down West Virginia.
Great job by KJ Smith to just find open space. That's the big thing. Had an out route, just sat where he was open and got the first down for them.
2-by-2 set for Yost. She takes the snap. A&M's going to bring a corner blitz. Yost wide open on the corner route. It's Hamilton Berger. Berger gets blasted out of bounds, loses the ball, but it does go out, and West Virginia holds on to possession.
Yeah, Noah Radloff brought the boom. The only issue with that boomstick was Berger was smart and was playing the sideline, understood, hey, if I drop this ball, just make sure it goes out of bounds so they don't have a chance of forcing a turnover here. But look at that first down differential.
Yeah, A&M they don't have anything going on offense. Their only touchdown was on the kick return. Yost takes the snap, dumps it out to the out of the backfield, has her running back. It's Flash G, but he only gets a yard.
It was a great job by the Texas A&M defense just to swarm tackle. Sometimes when you can just get multiple bodies, you avoid that chance of a big play, especially on those swing routes.
3-by-1 set for Yost. He takes the snap. A&M's going to bring 4. Hanging in, Yost airs it out to the sideline. She was fixing to get sacked, and she didn't want to.
No, and you had both Gage Zandermartel and Jurgen McGregor just applying pressure, and she couldn't step up because the defensive tackles did a good job collapsing the pocket.
Yost takes the snap, firing it to the right side, right at the first down marker, and Elijah Zaire runs through the tackle and gets the first down.
And that's great awareness by Zaire. He understood, hey, if I'm short, we don't get a first down, and just attacked, played hard-nosed football instead of being soft.
2-by-2 set, Yost on the wide receiver screen, has Hamilton Berger, but Berger brought down immediately by Bill Connor.
Bill Connor read it all the way, but smart by Bill Connor, didn't get too greedy. A lot of people want to go for a pick six, took the tackle, and was happy with it.
Connor gives up a lot of size to Berger. Yost in the shotgun, dumping it off over the middle, has Elijah Zaire, but gets absolutely belted by Red Hawk. 3rd and 4 for a very good West Virginia drive.
And I have an update over on Twitch. Jake Williams gets a 1-yard rushing touchdown as they take the lead 10-7, 2:12 left in the first quarter.
2 for 3 on the money down is West Virginia early in this one. 2-by-2 set, A&M showing blitz. Yost takes the snap. A&M does bring the blitz. Yost firing it into the end zone and toe tapping it wide open. Reggie Hansen, touchdown Mountaineers.
What a laser. I honestly thought that Yost was just throwing this football away. A&M sent a blitz, wanting to get there fast, and Yost just threw a missile to the back of the end zone saying, either you're catching this or it's going through your hands. You don't have a choice, and you better catch this.
Well, it was another one of those zone blitzes where you saw the defensive end drop in coverage. That time, it was Gage Zandermartel dropping. You see him covering it for the first few sets, but then he went towards the flat, expecting safety help over the top. And look at those total yardage difference. 155 to 8 is going to be fielded here by Jackson Hare. Hare right up the middle, breaking tackles, 27 yards for Hare. This A&M offense is cold right now, Caleb.
And I want to give credit to the A&M offense still. They've only had the ball one time. They missed out on our drive because of the Jackson Hare kick return touchdown. So they have been cold, but they just haven't been on the field.
3-by-1 set for Malcolm Streets. He takes the snap, hangs in the pocket, dumps it off over the middle and in and out of the hands of Jackson Hare. He heard footsteps.
And you don't anticipate drops from Hare. It's his first career drop. He has 16 catches on the year. He's usually a reliable set of hands.
Streets takes the snap, firing it to the sideline, and he overthrows a wide-open Brennan Walsh. Malcolm Streets 0 for 4 so far. That ball probably got caught up in the wind.
It is. They just weren't ready for the wind. Didn't expect it to play as big as a role as it has in some of these throws.
Streets takes the snap, stepping in, firing it deep downfield into one-on-one coverage, and Juan Fife, another deflection. Malcolm Streets, a big old goose egg on the night so far.
Which is rare. We're used to seeing him complete all these passes. I mean, he's at 124 for 174 on the year, 135 if you include the interceptions. We don't usually see incompletions out of Malcolm Streets.
Fife gets 16 yards on the return right there. West Virginia, you're seeing it right here. Their offense really clicking early, 3 drives, 2 touchdowns, and they have an opportunity, Caleb, to push it to a 2-score lead if they get a touchdown or if they get any points on this drive. And for reference, A&M came in as a 15.5-point favorite in this game. 3-1. Yost turns around, hands it to Hale. Hale right up the middle, gets 4 yards.
And that's a great job by Red Hawk, just getting the tackle. Had to get him down. Could not let Hale get more than 5 yards on that first down carry and be in an outstanding situation for second and third down.
Yost with a 2-by-2 set. She takes the snap, hangs in, firing it to the right side, and looked like a little bit of a miscommunication, but she airmailed it to the sideline.
I don't think it was. Gabe Zander-Martell was about to lay the boomstick. He came in free off a stunt, and Yost didn't want to get hit by Mintel, and I don't blame him.
3rd and 6, Yost across the middle, wide open to Hamilton Berger. Berger's breaking tackles, 14 yards for another 3rd down conversion for West Virginia.
Hamilton Berger looked like he was not happy with the fact they got to 3rd down. Ran over 1 A&M defender, and 4 of the A&M defenders had a chance at the tackle.
A&M's going to bring pressure this time, and Red Hawk has the pick. Diving forward, and he falls down, but that's the first turnover of the night, and the A&M defense needed it bad.
They absolutely needed it. They needed some kind of momentum. And it was a one-handed diving pick. Red Hawk, the generational talent out of Gun Bell, Texas, gets his 2nd career pick, and they couldn't have been a bigger moment for it.
Malcolm Streets, 3-1, play action. Streets puts a little touch on that one, wide open over the middle. Zavon Lennox for 27 yards. First completion of the night for Malcolm Streets.
And it felt needed. That pick is going to spark this now. But over on Twitch, it is 10-10 Oregon USC at the end of the first quarter. They're gearing up for a great game over there.
It looks like we got some really great games on both YouTube and Twitch to start the night here on Wednesday. Offset eye, Streets is under center. He sends Red Hawk in motion. Streets play action. Settles in. He's got all day to throw. He's fixing to get pressured, and he feels it. He mails it out 1 for 7 on the night.
Just couldn't find anything. Had all the time in the world. Shout out to this WVU secondary for holding on for that long.
Empty set. Streets in the shotgun. Firing it across the middle of the field. Has Brennan Walsh on the slant route. Walsh breaking tackles. Gets a good 10 yards. First down, Aggies.
I don't typically expect a 5'9", 170-pound receiver to break a tackle from a linebacker. Great job by Walsh, proving me wrong there.
2 tight ends in the formation. Streets takes the snap. West Virginia's going to blitz. Streets gets it out to the left side. Has Spencer Beatty. His first catch of the night goes for 9.
And it was Tank Golden who stepped up for the tackle. WVU played a soft zone coverage. Didn't expect Streets to actually just take the check down. But great job by Streets in this A&M offense.
Play action for Malcolm Streets again. He's firing it to the right side and overthrows everybody. 3rd and 1.
And that was probably a good overthrow. If you look, there was 3 defenders on the WVU side there. Had to just take your losses.
Empty set for Malcolm Streets. 3-2 motions Jackson Hare into the backfield. Hare, he's going to get a play action, and Malcolm Streets, a little bit of a weird play there. Hare mails it out 4th and 1. Are the Aggies going to go for it? They are not. They're going to take the field goal attempt.
And I understand just taking a field goal. You haven't had much momentum going. I mean, Streets has 2 completions so far tonight. Your run game hasn't really been used well. I mean, take your chances, but if I was Streets, I would have just kept that, trying to get you a 1 yard and get through the bench.
Well, the kick is up and good by Brady Hansen. It is 14-10 as we approach the end of the first quarter. West Virginia still has the lead. And getting a good return here with great blocks is West Virginia. Tank Golden, 31 yards. If you're West Virginia, Caleb, at what point do you start just leaning further into the passing game and foot on the gas?
I'd start right now. Look, your run game has been okay. It's only been great in short yard distances. This pass game has been killing A&M. A&M's going to figure it out. You just have to build that lead before they do.
Yost firing it off her back foot, and lucky it hits the turf. A lot of Aggies in the area. Incomplete pass.
Red Hawk saw Red. He was on a blitz, and I don't think I've seen a linebacker run that fast for a sack. Red Hawk's trying to build a play of the week campaign right now.
2-by-2. A&M's going to blitz again. Yost getting hit as she throws, hairmailing it out. Underthrown, and it's the second pick of the night. This time in the hands of Jaden White. 17 seconds left in the first quarter, and the Aggies stop the Mountaineers.
And it was a great job by the Aggies D line. Jaden White did a great job playing the ball, but Britt Brownstone applied so much pressure that Yost just had to throw it up and wanted to give a one-on-one shot, just couldn't have the arm power to get it where the receiver actually could play the ball.
3-by-1 set for Malcolm Streets. Turns around, hands it to Jackson Hare, his first carry of the night. After getting the big kick return, it goes for 8 yards. Maybe start leading on Hare a little bit more.
I would. You saw he had to make big plays. He had a lot of big talk earlier. Juan Fife came up for that tackle, but let the dude play.
1 down, 3 to go. West Virginia holding a 14-10 lead over the number 2 ranked Texas A&M Aggies. You are watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. Second quarter of action into play. Here we go. Aggie ball. Full house formation for Malcolm Streets. Rolling out. Firing it across his body. Finds Tank Spikes. Needed 2. Got 3.
It is Juan Fife again on the tackle. But honestly, and I know Streets doesn't like to run that much, I would have kept that. You had open grass on the right side of the field. You probably could have gotten a huge gain.
2-by-2 set. Streets in the shotgun. Firing it to the right side. Has a receiver. It's Zavon Lennox. Lennox not going down. 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3.
And Amazier Brown took a second to register that it was a catch. Stood there, hovered around Lennox, and then eventually came for the tackle. But great job by the A&M offense building completions and positive plays there.
Full house formation. Streets hands it to Jackson Hare. Hare cutting it to the left side, lowering his shoulder through the defender. Jackson Hare, 10 yards on the gain. First down, Texas A&M.
Jackson Hare is 5'8", $175, runs like he's 6'3", 255. He wants that contact even though he should be running from it, and I love it.
2 tight ends in the formation. Streets keeps it on the read option to the right side, lowers his shoulder, trying to run through the tackle. Not going to get it, but he's got 7 on the carry.
Great job by Streets battling. It was Amazier Brown who came up for that tackle, who had to win a uphill battle as Streets is taller and heavier than Brown.
2 tight ends in the formation again. Malcolm Streets under center. This time Tank Spikes gets the carry, and Spikes throws a stiff arm, but he's only going to get 2, sets up a 3rd and short.
And it was great swarming by WVU. I believe it was both Malcolm Trent and Brandon Carr who was able to get there just to bring him down and force a 3rd down situation.
3 in the backfield with Streets. Play action across the middle into a tight window, and Spencer Beatty on an immaculate slant route moves the chains.
And it's A&M's classic, the slant route to their guy, Beatty. I mean, you feel like that's 100%er.
2 backs in the backfield with Malcolm Streets. He's running the triple option. He's going to hand it off to Tank Spikes on the dive. Spikes still on his feet, lowering his shoulder, driving for 5 yards.
Something I will die on is if your defensive lineman is making a tackle down 5 yards downfield when they won in zone, that's never a good sign, and that's what Will Smith had to do.
3-by-1, Streets in the shotgun. Firing it to the left side. Has a receiver. It's Zavon Lennox on the out route. 8 yards on the reception. Lennox coming into this game had 1 catch on the season. He's got 3 tonight.
Feels like he's the go-to guy right now. We knew Beatty, Walsh, Weston, Showers would get all this attention. It's all Lennox.
Under center, Streets hands it to Jackson Hare, running it to the outside. He had a hole, but he wanted to go out, and he didn't get anywhere. Only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's where Hare's size, I think, played a role. He's so used to being a outside the hashes runner that the inside was scary. Broke Tank Golden's tackle to limit the loss, though.
Heavy run formation. This one's going to Tank Spikes. He got the carry, breaks the first tackle, but it costs him. Loses two. Will Smith on the stop.
Great job by Will Smith, but I want to shout out Amaje Brown as well. That was a tough play up there, stepping up and hitting the hit just to slow him down enough where Will Smith could actually make a play on it.
3-by-1 set inside the red zone, 3rd and goal. Streets takes the snap. He's got the screen pass to Jackson Hare, but does he have the blocking? Breaks one tackle, and he is in. Jackson Hare, 5-yard touchdown, his 2nd of the night.
He is trying to will this team to get some momentum. This offense has been stagnant. He'll have the kick return. That was huge. He has had an outstanding rushing performance so far. That should have been 3 points, but Hare fought, breaking a tackle from Tank Golden, who usually is really good about bringing down the offensive player. Hare is trying to say, I want a all-purpose player of the week this week, and no one is going to stop me.
Well, 5:57 left in the second quarter. Texas A&M reclaims the lead, 17-14 over West Virginia. Jackson Hare has both Aggie touchdowns tonight. Tank Golden only 18 on the return. Aggies good on the coverage. If you're West Virginia, you had a 14-10 lead. You had the control of this game. It's only a 3-point deficit. Get back to what you were doing. 2 backs in the backfield. Yost firing it across the middle on a little sit route as Reggie Hansen for 9 yards.
Great job by Reggie Hansen to fight. Red Hawk was on you, trying to bring you down, and you still find a way to get an extra 2 yards after contact. Great job by Hansen.
2-by-2 set. Yost in the shotgun. She takes the snap. Stepping right, stepping back left, and firing it into traffic, and getting his hand in there is Jaden White to knock it away.
Great job by Jaden White understanding the situation. The incompletion forces 3rd down. Don't get too greedy, get off the field.
3-by-1, Yost in the shotgun. She takes the snap, getting pressured, and a little bit of a rub route. The receivers run into each other, and the ball is incomplete. And after A&M takes the lead, they force a quick 3-and-out.
That was just a bit of miscommunication there. I think Yost thought one receiver was going to be elsewhere and everything else there. Receivers got stuck. A&M defenders might have gotten a little handsy, but we don't call that here in the CFSL.
And Bill Connor, 13 on the return. Some former West Virginia admin that we have in our ear are calling for the flag, but you know, with the white jersey runs into the white jersey, you can't really call pass interference. 2-by-2. No, you can't. 2-by-2. A&M with the ball. Streets in the shotgun. Play action. Streets firing it to the sideline, and led his man a little too far. Incomplete.
Just couldn't get his foot in bounds as well. Streets put that on him. Probably could have loosened it up so he had time to adjust his feet, but it's not the end of the world.
Empty formation for Malcolm Streets. Brings Jackson Hare into the backfield with him. Hare gets the carry, cuts it upfield. Nice vision by Hare to put his foot down and get upfield, but he only gets 3.
Yeah, and it's 3 versus nothing. He keeps that outside, gets nothing. You made Benny Biggs, the defensive tackle, escape his comfort zone and have to run upfield to save a tackle.
Streets takes the snap, stepping right, firing it deep to the left side. One-on-one coverage. Spencer Beatty going up for it. No one's going to get it. Ball hits the turf. Incomplete pass, and after West Virginia punts, they force an Aggie punt.
And that was just plain old best on best football. Spencer Beatty, Tank Golden, one-on-one. Who's going to win? Tank Golden won that one. Beatty got him on the slant earlier, so we'll call it 1-1. But that's the battle to watch tonight, receiver corner-wise.
And a return here by 5. It's going to be going the other way. The dreaded clipping call is going to back West Virginia up even further to put them on their own 27. Oh, the A&M's going to decline the penalty.
I have never seen that before in my life.
I mean, it probably wouldn't have pushed it back too far. So it was a little based off of where it was. I'm a little confused as to why they didn't accept it regardless. Wide receiver screen. Yost has her receiver, and getting 8 yards right there is Reggie Hansen, his 5th catch of the night.
So the rules analyst is in my ear telling me it actually would have helped WVU if it would have been called and pushed them closer to midfield instead of pushing them further back.
That's the math ain't mathing to me, but either way, it doesn't matter. We're a play beyond it. 3-by-2 set. Yost alone in the shotgun. Motions Berger from right to left. Yost takes the snap across the middle of the field and miscommunication. Ball hits the turf, 3rd and 2.
Just a little too hot. And for the clarification on the math not mathing, it's because it's a spot foul, not a end of play foul.
Gotcha. 3-by-1 set. Yost in the shotgun. Takes the snap. A&M's only going to bring 4. Yost to the top of the screen has Reggie Hansen, the man of the hour so far. 6th catch of the night, moves the chains.
And I am seeing an issue with this A&M defense. They're playing way too soft of coverage, especially on that third and short. You can't give them the first 10 yards of the scrimmage just to get the first.
Wide receiver screen again. Yost gets it out, but brought down immediately. Noah Radloff brings down KJ Smith.
Radloff has had a bunch of tackles. It's not showing it. Oh, it did. 5 total tackles already from your strong safety. Great game so far.
2-by-2 set. Yost in the shotgun. Firing it out of the backfield has Al Hale, and Hale. 2 Aggies bringing down Hale for 4 yards.
And we saw the awareness from the junior there. You're always taught as a quarterback, if you see a blitz, throw where the blitz is coming from, and that's exactly what she did to get those 4 yards.
3-by-1, 3rd and 6 for CJ Yost. Takes the snap, getting pressured, hit as she throws. It's gonna go as an incomplete pass. Britt Brownstone bearing down, knocking it down, 4th and 6.
Big Britt Brownstone. What a way to make a hit. Already has 3 sacks on the year. Really wanted the 4th, but you get them off the field and you get your offense back on the field to hopefully regain some of that lost momentum.
Bill Connor up the sideline, a good 17 yards, starts A&M at their own 35-yard line. 2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom for Malcolm Streets. Jackson Hare to his left. Streets takes the snap, firing it to Jackson Hare out of the backfield. Hare cutting it up, breaks 1 tackle, gets 3 yards.
And that's a great job by Hare. Just get upfield, get what you can there. Don't overcomplicate things.
And Malcolm Streets started the night 1 of 7. He is now 9 of 19. He's settled in a little bit. 3-by-1 set. Streets in the shotgun. Wide receiver screen 2. Brennan Walsh. Walsh breaking 1 tackle, fighting for extra yards, gets 5.
Great swarm tackling by WVU, but over on Twitch, Bo Mayweather gets an 8-yard rushing touchdown as USC extends their lead 23-10, 20 seconds left in the half.
2 tight ends in the formation. Streets, read option to the bottom of the screen. He's got the first down. He's trying to run through tacklers. Spins his body forward for a couple extra yards. 9 on the carry.
And Brandon Carr met him. Streets hit a nice little spin move at the end, though, saying, I want an extra yard or 2. Got that extra yard or 2.
3-by-2 set, empty as Malcolm Streets in the backfield. He motions Jackson Hare in. This time Hare's going to get the carry. Hits the sideline, cuts it out, cuts it back out. He's got space inside the 20. Jackson Hare having himself one heck of a first half. Inside the red zone go the Aggies.
What a good way to get your foot in the ground. McDowell had the tackle, and Hare said, oh, now you see me? Now you don't. Just got upfield. Usually it's a touchdown when that much open field is in front of Hare. Great job by Tank Golden not giving up on the play, though, and chasing him down.
2-by-2 set now. Tank Spikes in the backfield. Spikes gets the carry. Spikes up the middle, gets 2 yards. Timeout A&M.
And that's a good... Actually, I don't know if I like that timeout from A&M. I think you make WVU try to waste them.
And play action for Malcolm Streets, firing it to the left side. He has Blue Hayes. His first catch of the night gets a yard. They're not going to use a timeout here, Caleb.
That's one I can understand. Hey, kill this clock. We don't want WVU getting that much time, especially since third down hasn't been their forte.
3-by-1 set for Malcolm Streets. Fires it into the left side and into the back of the end zone and in and out of the hands of his receiver. It's going to be a big drop, and they're going to settle for a Brady Hansen field goal attempt.
And I do believe it was Lennox who couldn't bring it down. Just not enough space, tried to get feet and the ball, just couldn't do both. Great job by this WVU defense not fighting, though. It might have been Anthony Weston is what I'm also hearing from Frosty.
Yeah, Weston or Lennox, either way, it was a drop pass in the back of the end zone. But the kick is up and good by Brady Hansen. 1:20 left. A&M leads 20-14. West Virginia, 22 yards on the return for Al Hale. If you're A&M here, you just can't give up a big play because you do get the ball at half. But if you're West Virginia, you got to go get points.
You do, and WVU has really struggled with those big plays this year. Nothing super long downfield. Let's see if they can find it now.
3-by-1 set for Yost. She takes the snap, firing it to the sideline and into traffic, and Skeeter Johnson there to knock it away, along with Dylan Miles.
Great job by the A&M D-backs, knowing, hey, 3 incompletions and we can get good. We can get our offense in a good spot.
2 backs in the backfield with Yost. She takes the snap, getting pressure, diving, and Redloff tried to jump it, knocked it away, 3rd and 10.
And I thought Redloff had a pick 6 there, just couldn't bring it down for the big game.
He probably thought he had a pick 6 too. That's why he didn't catch it. He was looking at the green in front of him. 2-by-2 for Yost. Screen pass on 3rd down. She gets it off. Al Hale does not have the blockers. Dylan Miles slows it down. Martell finishes it. Timeout Aggies. They're going to get the ball back.
Swarm tackling, it's the biggest thing I preach for these teams. These running backs love to break a single off tackle. So don't hit them with one, hit them with multiple, and that's what A&M's been doing all night.
Still Connor 13 on the return, just shy of midfield. 58 seconds left. With how high-powered this A&M offense has shown at points this season, not necessarily tonight, but this season, you have to feel like they're in a decent chance to get more points. 3-by-1. Streets takes the snap, firing it across the middle, has Anthony Weston on the crossing route, only gets 4.
Just not a lot of space there. Streets made the safe throw, not wanting to turn it over before half.
They are going to go quick here, 2-by-2. Streets in the shotgun. Hanging in, he's going to run to the right, and he's not going to get it off. He's sacked on the play, losing 5. They're going quick.
And it was Frankie Finley who got that sack. Will Smith also assisted.
3rd and 11 now for the Aggies. They got the screen pass to Jackson Hare. 3rd and 11. Does the screen work? It does. Hare's got the first and more and steps out of bounds.
Have yourself a night so far, Jackson Hare. Already over the 80-yard mark of offensive yards alone, not even counting the fact that he had a 94-yard kick return touchdown earlier. He is trying to will this A&M team to a win because he knows how important it is they stay undefeated still.
Approaching the red zone are the Aggies. 23 seconds left, 1 timeout. Streets in the shotgun. Has the screen pass to Hare again. This time West Virginia sees it, losing 6 on the play inside 20 seconds. They're going to go quick.
Blackman said, "Dude, fool me once, bad. Fool me twice, no."
Streets takes the snap. Inside 10 seconds, taking an end zone shot here, and all alone somehow, everybody was open. Sir Beatty, where was the defense for West Virginia?
Was there miscommunication? Was there a call not made on the field? Did a player not say, hey, play back, do not let them get 7? I don't know what happened. I don't know what the communication was there, but that is unacceptable by this WVU defense. You could have gone into half down 23-14 or 20-14. Instead, you're down 27-14, entering half to a really, really good A&M team.
4 seconds left. Let's see if there will be one more play after the kickoff. There will. Tank Golden, 26 on the return. I'm speechless right now because, number one, it was the last play of the half. Maybe they thought he was going to spike it. I don't know. But you had everybody open. This time, Yost is going to hand it off to Al Hale to end the half. Hale is going to get a good carry, 12 yards, but we are 2 quarters down. 2 to go after West Virginia led 14-10 after 1. A&M leads 27-14 at halftime. I mean, Caleb, I'm going to let you talk for a minute because I'm still trying to process that last play for the Aggies.
Yeah, I want to know what the communication was on that field for WVU. You felt West Virginia was in a great spot. Streets hadn't turned the ball over yet, and that feels like it shouldn't be at points that he's going to at least give you 1 turnover. You stay in a 1-score game with these Aggies, you're in a great spot because you're going to get the ball at some point, especially because it's only one man who's killing you for the Aggies. That changed because you decided to step up and let a wide open touchdown just go over your head. Unacceptable.
I mean, that touchdown there for Spencer Beatty breaks a 3-way tie atop of the league with Mateo Macias and Ryan Stewart. Beatty now has a league-leading 7 touchdowns through a little over 3 games. But you look at these stats, if you saw these stats, minus the turnovers, you think this is a tie game or West Virginia's winning, but those 2 turnovers looming large here for West Virginia in that first half, and then obviously just the blown coverage at the end of the one. Caleb, we have a quick Twitch update.
Yes, we do. Braylon Tyree, the West Virginia transfer, scores for USC as USC goes up 30-10 after his 4-yard touchdown catch. 6:39 left in the third quarter.
Jackson Hare, 26 yards on the return, gets the A&M offense up to about the 30-yard line. You have to think that number 6, Jackson Hare, and probably, honestly, a little bit number 25, Tank Spikes, are probably going to get a lot more work in this second half. 2-by-2 set, Malcolm Streets takes the snap, firing it across the middle, has Brennan Walsh, but Walsh had to come back to it, only gets a yard.
Yep, and there's Artez Drayton on the tackle, but I'd love to see Jackson Hare get the ball more. He's the reason why you're in this league, realistically. Feed him.
2-by-2 set, play action for Malcolm Streets, stepping right, got all day to throw, firing it to the sideline. He has his tight end. I believe that is Red Hawk on the corner, his first catch of the night.
Red Hawk is doing everything on this field, have the turnover forced with the one-handed interception. So, hey, I can catch the ball with 2 hands too, with the nice corner route, beating Devin Walker in coverage. Eventually, I believe it was Rich McDowell who came over and got the tackle, but great job by this A&M offense early.
3-by-1 for Malcolm Streets, takes the snap, read option for Malcolm Streets. He's got great blocking, he's got the first down and more. Malcolm Streets, 16 yards on the ground, his 4th carry of the night, up to 27 yards.
Great run. This defense is trying to recover. You can feel there's a bit of a mental strain because of what happened to end the half. They are trying to bounce back, and A&M is taking full advantage of that right now.
1st and 10 inside the 25-yard line are the Aggies. 1 receiver each side, 2 tight ends in the formation. Malcolm Streets motions Blue Hayes from left to right. Streets hands it off to Tank Spikes. Spikes right up the middle. Does a little bit of a wiggle stick, and he's got 12 yards for the 12th man. His 6th carry of the night. First down, Aggies.
This run game's just been wide open. You have front 4 of WVU's not getting behind the line of scrimmage, and linebackers aren't tackling. Drayton had to come up with that tackle.
3-by-1 for Streets. It's a play action. Hanging in, firing it into the end zone, into coverage, and somehow Anthony Weston comes down with it. 13 yards, touchdown, Aggies.
Juan Fife knew what he had to do there. He said, if you score the touchdown, congrats. He went for that ball, and Weston just won the match there. Fife couldn't quite get there in time to get the pick, knowing, hey, we need a turnover like now for this defense to get any momentum, and just couldn't do it. Great attempt by Fife, but great catch by Weston.
34-14, A&M leads, 7:49 left in the third quarter. West Virginia gonna kneel it for the touchback right there. But if you're West Virginia, there has to be a little bit of warning bells going off in your head. A 20-point deficit on the road against the number 2 team. Something's got to get going and get going quick. Empty set, motion to a quads to the top of the screen. Yost alone, firing it on the screen pass to Al Hale. It's on the turf, scooped up by the Aggies. Dylan Miles that might be Red Hawk. Either way, it's gonna be a touchdown for the Aggies.
It is, and that's the issue with these screenplays, is you have to block for them. It was Radloff who forced the fumble, was able to get Berger to drop one on the sideline. That one wasn't on the sideline. And Red Hawk, who's already had an outstanding game for these Aggies, is just continuing to build an outstanding performance with that fumble 6.
Frosty, I'm going to say it. That was I think that was Dylan Miles that recovered it, but the screen that we're watching was completely frozen, so I really couldn't tell you. You look at the spread here. Even the first downs are pretty much even. Plays are dead even. Total yards is not too far off. No, it's not still frozen. It's doing a little here and there. But either way, it's a dominating A&M lead now. Hollywood is far from over. There's plenty of time left, especially with how this West Virginia offense has moved it. Reggie Hansen, 19 yards, 7th catch of the night for Hansen.
Absolutely, great catch. But no, this game is far from over. I mean, if you know anything about Murph, he will find a way to get an offense going. He has scored too many points in this league to say a 27-point lead is safe.
Yeah, it is way too early. There's almost 2 quarters left. We have seen leads dissipate just like that. Al Hale getting the carry, brought down by Jurgen McGregor, 2nd and 9.
Outstanding job by McGregor getting that tackle, limiting it to 1 yard, because that felt like it could have been a good gain of 5 or 6 yards if that tackle wasn't made.
2x2 set for Yost. She's going to wait right here, see what the defense shows, hands it off to Flash G. G up the middle, gets a good 4 yards. 3rd and 5 coming up.
And there's a great job by Skeeter Johnson, the freshman corner, stepping up for that tackle to continue limiting that guard.
3rd and 5, just shy of midfield for West Virginia. 3x1 set. Yost takes the snap. She's stepping right, stepping left, back right into traffic. Rattle off in the area. Ball hits the turf. It's going to be another West Virginia punt. Yeah, it's a little too far to be going for it right now.
It is. And you know time is on your favor because you have the rest of this third quarter. You have the entire fourth quarter, and the score's not that bad. Just got to hold on defense.
And there's a great punt return here by Bill Connor. 21 yards, sets up the Aggies in good field position. Yeah, it is way too early. And as far as I'm concerned, if there's more than 4 minutes left in the game, period, it's too early. I have seen some wild stuff. I'll tell you all a story about one of the ones that I've experienced. Triple option here. Streets gets the pitch to Jackson Hare. He's got blockers down the sideline. In punt for 17 yards. First down Aggies. I had a game, and Frosty will remember this. We played Michigan in the first round of the playoffs. A&M jumped out to, I think, a 14 or a 21-point lead in like the first 4 minutes. Going into the final 4 minutes, we trailed the game by about 16. Yeah, we trailed by 16 in the final 4 minutes. And we scored, got the onside kick, scored again, tied it to go to overtime with about 1 minute left in regulation, and we won in triple overtime. Another game, A&M Colorado. We had a 2-touchdown lead against Colorado with 2 minutes left. Colorado scored. We threw a pick 6 on our next drive to lose it in overtime. So there is way too much time for this one. Streets fires it to Red Hawk across the middle. 25 yards. Sorry, I'll let you talk right now, Caleb. But just trying to tell everybody that it is way too early to be saying game over.
No, it's the right message to send, because the game's not. I get you watching A&M have all the momentum right now. 1 touchdown, 1 turnover flips momentum. And if you followed sports, you know how quickly momentum can change a game.
The 3x2 set, empty formation for Malcolm Streets, takes the snap. Fires it across the middle of the field. Has Bradley Showers on a sit route. 6 yards on the reception for Showers. His first of the night.
Great catch by Showers. Caught it, got down. Brandon Carr came up with the tackle. A big hitter. And WVU's just playing for a turnover now, I feel like.
2 backs in the backfield with Malcolm Streets. Pump fakes. He's settling in, rolling right, and West Virginia gets the pressure. Ball's on the turf. Sack fumble. The Mountaineers recover. And you called it, Caleb. They were playing for a turnover, and they got one.
I mean, it's what you have to do at this point in the game. It was big 96, Frankie Finley. But I am interested to see if they take a look at this, because Streets might have had a knee on the ground.
Yeah, Hollywood, I feel like you're only saying that because you know I'm in the booth right now for this one, and you know I'm going to give you a good story. But it does, like you said, the ball right there, his wrist might have been down, his elbow might have been down, so it might be a break for the Aggies. Right there is his elbow down. And the refs are going to say he was down. The home field Aggies going to get the break right there. Sets up a 3rd down and 10. They are 4 of 9 on the money down. 2x2 set. Streets in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Has Jackson Hare on the screen. Hare's got the pass. There's a lot of Mountaineers in his way, and he's going nowhere. Losing 2. The Mountaineers thought they had a turnover, but they're going to force A&M for another field goal attempt.
That's a good answer by WVU after that letdown. You wanted the ball so bad to keep it at 27. Even then, with some 2-point conversions, it's assuming he makes it still a 4-point game, 4-score game.
We're waiting to see the right foot of Brady Hansen, about a 32-yarder. The kick is up, and it is good in between the uprights. A&M now leads West Virginia 44-14. For those of you degenerate gamblers like myself, the current spread on this game was 15.5. The spread is well over the fact. The over-under was 72.5. So we're sitting at about 58 points. We need about 2 more touchdowns. 3 more. We need about 3 more touchdowns to crush it. But A&M sitting here 37 unanswered points for the Aggies. West Virginia needs a response. 2 backs in the backfield with Yost. She takes the snap across the middle of the field and in and out of the hands of her receiver. Dawson Downey was lurking.
Just forgot to bring the ball with him, and I think it was, unironically, Jorgen McGregor who was in coverage there.
Jurgen McGregor is one of the best flag football players of all time. He's a pretty mediocre real football player. 2 receivers on each side. Yost takes the snap, has the screen pass to Al Hale, read all the way by Dylan Miles, brought down for a 2-yard loss. Hale's 5th catch of the night. He only has 1 yard.
There's no space there. Miles read that all the way, and if I'm WVU, I have to toss the screen away and say we need to attack downfield now.
No, they don't have defensive linemen in flag football. He played tight end in Germany, but they said he was too slow and too fat to play tight end in the CFSL, so he went to defensive end. 3-by-1 set. Yost in the shotgun. She is waiting, taking her time. She's got the screen pass to Hale, and this one deflected. Ragloff knocked it down, and oh my goodness, Big Bubba Thompson tried to go grab that one.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Probably the best hands on this defensive line. I know we said Jorgen McGregor said tight end and was moved. I've seen some big tight ends in this league. He was not told he couldn't play tight end because he's too fat and he's too slow.
Maybe it's because he can't catch. Maybe it's because he can't catch. You know what? It's okay. He's living his dream, doing what he wants to do. Full house formation for the Aggies. 1 receiver each side. Streets running the triple option, breaking the first tackle, but man, when there's 3 Mountaineers in his face, can't do much. Brandon Carr on the TFL.
There's no space at all. Amazier Brown came up, hit Streets first, setting up the rest of this WVU defense to just swarm.
2nd and 11 for Texas A&M. 3-by-1 set. West Virginia pressed up on this one. Streets takes the snap. Firing it to the right side on the sideline. Toe tapping is Zavon Lennox. 3 yards on the reception.
This is the play that WVU needs to make. Whether it's a turnover or forcing a 4th down, WVU needs to fight back right here.
2-by-2 for Malcolm Streets. He takes the snap. He's getting pressured in his face, firing it off his back foot into traffic. Well underthrown, and Juan Fife knocks it away. Streets, league leading in interceptions. He is flirting, trying to get his first one tonight.
And Fife wanted that because that would have been Juan Fife's first career interception, surprisingly.
Well, it wouldn't have been Streets' first career pick, so Fife was probably going for that one. Streets didn't want to give it to him. Boosh Duchette doesn't lose except for his spot. I don't know what that means, Frosty. I'm going to be honest. West Virginia on offense now. 3-by-1. Yost handing it off to Al Hale, and Hale brought down by Skeeter Johnson.
Good job by Skeeter Johnson. And apparently it's the quarterback.
Yeah.
That's apparently, I didn't know who it is off name, but with explanation, I know exactly who it is.
Yeah, it's right. He doesn't lose. 2-by-2. Yost in the shotgun. She takes the snap, firing it across the middle and into the receiver's hands. Reggie Hansen had 3 Aggies trailing him, but Hansen just outran him.
Yeah, just a great job by Hansen. Tight window throw again. Had defenders all over the place by A&M. One directly behind him in Dawson Downey finally found it and just couldn't make a play from Downey, and great gaining momentum finally.
Hollywood, he may be the most improved player of the week, but he goes from leading the league in interceptions to still leading the league by throwing none. Yost to the right side, has KJ Smith for 11 yards, sets up another first down for West Virginia. They're trying to get a little bit of a heartbeat here for this offense.
Yeah, and I do want to add, throwing nothing, I was going to say sizable, but the other Texas quarterback exists.
Yost in the shotgun, getting pressured into the hands, and Skeeter Johnson wanted the pick, but he knocked it away.
I mean, I think A&M's trying to take it into their own hands and try to help Streets not lead the league in interceptions right now.
Yost in the shotgun, 3-by-1 motion to a 2-by-2. Takes the snap. A&M's only going to bring 4. Yost has all day to throw across the middle into traffic. Oh, somehow coming up with that one was Sebastian Grant.
Yeah, I don't know how, especially because Dawson Downey, when he hits you, you feel it. Great job by Grant holding on through all that contact.
2x2 set for Yost. 3rd and 5. Screen pass to Al Hale. Does he have the space? Oh my goodness! Al Hale meet Bill Connor.
Bill Connor looked like a bouncer at the club. Said, "Oh, you want into the first down territory? Get out of here! I'm throwing you out." Bill Connor said,
Lord.
"Not in my house." I stood up.
What a hit! And that the hit by, I can't even talk. Bill Connor, 5'9", 190, bringing the boom like that, and A&M gonna field the punt, and it's gonna be Connor on the punt return. He's gonna get 11 yards right there. Good Lord, what a hit by number 12.
Bill Connor finally said, "Oh, there's a guy on the field smaller than me. I have to make a statement because I was 5'8", 175.
I mean, take your shots when you can get them. Streets in the shotgun to the top of the screen, has Lennox on the out route. Lennox twisting forward for 12 yards.
And a great tackle by Bradford. Got beat in coverage and said, "I can't let this be a touchdown. I can't give up the next one." Great job, his 5th tackle on the night.
3x1. Streets in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Wide receiver screen to Brendan Walsh. Walsh only gets a yard. West Virginia played it beautifully.
I get those other situations you want to get the tackle. Amazier Brown needs to get his head around and try to pick that ball off. Because that's a pick 6 kind of ball. Because he was in a great position there.
2 tight ends in the formation, 2 receivers to the bottom. Streets under center. It's a 3-step drop. West Virginia's going to blitz, and Streets air mails it to the sideline. 3rd and 9 for the Aggies.
And we'll see if the Aggies can find a way to convert here. This hasn't been the strong shoot, and I do have a Twitch update after this.
2x2 set. Streets in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's got the screen pass again to Jackson Hare, but Hare got hung up on his offensive lineman, and it's going to be an incomplete pass and a 4th down punt.
Yeah, the offensive lineman's the best defender for WVU on that play. But over on Twitch, Bo Mayweather II gets his 2nd rushing touchdown after running 9 yards as USC extends the lead 37-10, 5:40 left in the game.
1-5-11 on the return as we approach the end of the 3rd quarter. Is getting into do-or-die territory for West Virginia. 30-point deficit. You haven't scored since the 1st quarter. 2x2 set. Yost in the shotgun. She's got all day to throw to the sideline and diving for it, going up for it. A little bit of everybody, and it hits the turf.
Yeah, 3 defenders in 1 territory for A&M. Clearly have the sights set on one offensive player. Couldn't catch who it is, and Yost is just still trying to fit it in.
Yost takes the snap. She's getting pressured at hit as she throws and somehow finds a receiver. Wide open is Reggie Hansen. His 9th catch of the night, 112 yards for Hansen. He is almost doubling up his season total in yards on this game.
Someone has to get all these yards. This WVU offense has been too good to not gain yards, but hasn't been able to finish since the 1st quarter. They're trying to find that momentum because there's still a lot of football left to play. They can still make a run at this.
2 backs in the backfield. Yost takes the snap to out of the backfield and jumping it. Bill Connor wanted the pick, but he couldn't get it. His 2nd deflection.
These flat routes just aren't there. A&M's all over it. Same with the screens. You just got to attack downfield from here on.
2x2. A&M's going to bring a blitz. Are they going to get there? They're not. And Red Hawk blasts Al Hale for a 3-yard loss. The Aggie defense pinning their ears back.
You know, I feel like that kind of hit should be illegal. Red Hawk is 6'3", 252. Al Hale's 5'8", 175. It's like a college linebacker hitting a high school running back. That should not be okay.
3x1 set, 3rd and 13. Yost in the shotgun. A&M's gonna bring a pseudo blitz. Yost to the sideline into traffic and going up, knocking it away was Jaden White. Dylan Miles trying to get the pick on the ricochet. Ball hits the turf. Another West Virginia punt.
And that's great awareness by Miles. Realized the ball was deflected. Hey, it's incomplete no matter what. Why not get me a pick? He doesn't have one yet on the year. Let's go get yourself the first one of your season campaign.
And Connor getting 19 yards on the punt return, having a great night himself. And with 3 seconds left in the third quarter, A&M's going to run another offensive play here. One tight end in the 3-by-1 set, one back in the backfield with Malcolm Streets. Streets takes the snap. He's got all day to throw, dumps it off to the left side, has Red Hawk, only gets a yard, but zeros are on the clock. 3 down, 1 to go. The number 2 ranked Texas A&M Aggies lead West Virginia 44-14. You are watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. Get those 4s in chat. We'll be right back. 9 minutes left of CFSL action in this Big 12 clash. A&M leading by 30 points over West Virginia. Empty set for Malcolm Streets. West Virginia's going to blitz. Streets hangs in, gets it to his receiver, Anthony Weston, for 7 yards. Sets up 3rd and short.
Preston just a tad late, but over on Twitch, Jake Rose gets a 17-yard touchdown reception as Oregon is fighting their way back, now trailing 37-17, 4:42 left in the game.
3-by-2 set for A&M. Streets firing it to Brennan Walsh, and Walsh gets folded like a lawn chair, got the first down, but paid the price.
Yeah, Tank Golden threw his shoulder there. He said, I'm tired of you guys getting these quick completions. I want to make you not want to catch the ball anymore.
3-by-1 for Malcolm Streets. Wide receiver screen and overshot Brennan Walsh. Walsh didn't even look like he wanted to attempt at the ball.
The hit from Tank Golden scared him enough, and so Juan Fife was ready to hit again. It said, business decision, what up?
Streets takes the snap, firing it to the right side, has his receiver on the sideline, fighting for extra yards is Zavon Lennox, his 6th catch of the night.
And Amazier Brown tried to play the ball, realized the tackle was secured, tried to force a fumble. Right play, just couldn't knock that ball out.
3-by-1 set, Streets 3rd and 3. Motions Red Hawk from left to right, 2-by-2. Streets takes the snap. West Virginia's going to blitz. Streets firing it across the middle of the field. Has Brennan Walsh, and he saw 6, but a diving tackle by West Virginia saves a touchdown, but it's 1st down, Aggies.
Great touchdown saving effort from Juan Fife. Saw that, hey, that's a touchdown if I don't get that. It caught his shoelaces. Maybe you want to tie them into your shoe next time, make him have to grab a full ankle and not just a shoelace. But great job by this A&M offense to get that completion.
3 in the backfield with Malcolm Streets. It's a play action, dumps it off to Tank Spikes, and Tank Spikes doing a tough run right there. 5 yards on the reception.
Tank Spikes also not the biggest guy. He's 5'8", 215, so bigger than I think any other running back in this game. Do a nasty stiff arm to try to get more yards.
3-by-1 to the boundary. Play action for Malcolm Streets. Stepping right, firing it back into the end zone, and wide open across the middle. 50-burger for the Aggies. Anthony Weston, his 2nd of the night.
Great route by Weston. Had 2 on him and just left them in the dust. No way to gain. Took a hit. I think it was just Brown being frustrated they haven't gotten a stop. And great job by A&M after a slow first quarter to just get it going. Just outstanding. What, 44 unanswered now?
It was a slow first quarter indeed. It was 14-10 at the end of the first quarter. So it was 41. Well, it was 48 unanswered because West Virginia led 14-7. The only offensive A&M points that A&M had was a field goal in the first quarter. You remember that touchdown was a Jackson Hare kickoff return. So, yeah, well, it was a lot. Okay, so it was 44. Sorry, my math is off. It was 44 points. You were right. Math is not my strong suit.
I've known that. I just wasn't going to call you out.
You know what?
Either
way, A&M has just really woken up after the first quarter. Play action for Yo. She's firing it across the middle. As her receiver, it's Reggie Hansen again. 16 yards on the reception for Hansen.
Great job by Skeeter Johnson diving. Was in great coverage, just not fast enough to run. Could have probably made a play on the ball to deflect it, but said, I'll just get the tackle and play it safe.
And 7 minutes left in this game. A&M having the lead. Yes, I did yell at y'all all week. 2-by-2 set. Yost in the shotgun. She takes the snap. A&M's going to bring 4. Yost getting hit as she throws and gets it to her sideline. Incomplete pass.
Just nothing there. Everyone was covered. A&M has really stepped it up. I want to say at the end of the first quarter, That athletic director over there just blew his gasket and let the team have it, and that's why this is happening.
And getting the draw here is Al Hale. Hale getting 7 yards. That's up a 3rd and short for West Virginia.
And that's just great tackling by this A&M defense. At one point, WVU was thriving on 3rd down. Just hasn't been able to have that same success.
3-by-1, motion to a 2-by-2. Yost is in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Firing it across the middle of the field. Has a receiver on the slant route. Skeeter Johnson went for the diving tackle and missed. KJ Smith gets 19.
And Dylan Miles saved the play. Saw his corner get a little too greedy with the tackle and said, fine, I got this. I'm the senior. You're the freshman. You made the dumb freshman play. I'll make the smart senior play and just get the tackle. Difference is there.
That was actually Bill Connor who missed the tackle right there, not Skeeter Johnson. 2-by-2 set. Yost in the shotgun. Firing it to the right side and on the sideline. Tank Golden gets a foot in bounds. 2nd and 1.
Tank Golden came over from defense to get the play, trying to help, but they're going to review it.
It was a little close. It looked like he got that back foot in bounds. Let's see if he does right here. I think that's pretty clear cut and dry. His right foot does get in bounds. Not really sure what we're looking at.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the ruling, so it was a coach's challenge. Excuse me, it wasn't a review. The coach at A&M felt the need to challenge it.
I don't understand why. Maybe just to get a stat out there.
Well, you can't take these timeouts home with you. 2 receivers to the top of the screen, 2 backs in the backfield. Sebastian Grant catches it on the slant route. Dawson Downey bringing him down.
Great tackle from Downey, but over on Twitch, we do have a final as USC wins 40-17 over Oregon.
USC with a great win to start their Big Ten campaign. 3-by-1 set. Yost in the shotgun. She takes the snap. A&M going to bring 4. Yost across the middle of the field, in and out of the hands of her receiver, knocking it away.
Just couldn't hold on to it. Great job by the A&M defense to just play the ball, get the incompletion for 2nd down.
3-by-1 set. Yost in the shotgun. Takes the snap. She's firing it to the top of the screen. Has her receiver, Aaron Lindsey. 5 yards on the reception for Lindsey. First of the night.
Good catch. Great to get in the position as WVU is looking to finally score for the first time since that first quarter.
3 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Yost in the shotgun, firing it across the middle, and oh, good Lord, Red Hawk making Sebastian Grant pay for it, but 11 yards, and it's a first down.
And Grant's not an easy guy to toss around. 6'2", 215, still getting tossed around by Red Hawk. He has just a chip on his shoulder tonight.
3-by-1, Yost in the shotgun. She's got all day to throw, and she's firing it back across her body. Al Hale cutting it upfield, 6 yards on the reception, 2nd and goal.
Great tackle by Jaden White, just stepping up, making the big tackle, saying, you have 2 shots to get this touchdown. You're not getting it right now.
3-by-1, Yost in the shotgun. Flash G behind her in the pistol. G's going to get the carry right up Main Street. He's going to walk his way in. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And they just putted. Nothing was there to stop them. Great downfield blocking. But for you gamblers, those people who are watching the over, that puts us at 72. The line is 72.5. So points have to be scored for the over to hit.
And they are going to go for the onside. West Virginia trailing by 30 points. Kick is up, and it is recovered by Spencer Beatty. Beatty going the wrong direction. West Virginia ripping at it. You never want to see that animation if you're the recovering team. But the Aggies do recover with 5:11 left in the 4th quarter with a commanding 30-point lead over the Mountaineers. Caleb, does A&M kind of keep their foot on the gas, or is this like a let's start bleeding it out a little bit?
I think you can do both. Your run game has just been outstanding all night between Hare and Spikes. Handing the ball off kills clock, but you're just going to keep gaining big runs. Because Hare's been outstanding. Spikes has been great when he's been in the game. Just perfect.
2 backs in the backfield with Malcolm Streets. Play action across the middle. Has Brendan Walsh. Walsh is behind the defense. We don't know what we're talking about. 1 play, touchdown, Aggies.
You know, Frosty said it was time for his customary interception. I thought Juan Fife was going to get it the way he ran downfield. But their Texas A&M slant route. Waltz caught that slant, turned upfield. No safety help. And for those who are watching the line, the over has hit officially.
Well, I got my poor man sportsbook payment this morning with 3,500, and I bet it all on the overhitting. As you can tell, my bets haven't worked out, but this one is going to work out. And with 5:04 left, A&M 58, West Virginia 21. Basically, any momentum that West Virginia just had from their touchdown drive went away. And I know, tell you what, Brennan Walsh, after he had that shoestring tackle that stopped the touchdown, he's really glad to be getting that one back. Al Hale, 25 on the return. If you're West Virginia, 37 points in 5 minutes. It's a really tough mountain to climb. You're going to keep fighting, but at some point your eyes are going to be turning towards next week.
It is, and it's not that point yet. We say the 4-minute mark is when you can start thinking that way. They got to score quick if they want to keep this a ball game.
2x2, Yost in the shotgun, firing it across the middle into traffic. Reggie Hansen has had himself one heck of a game. 11 catches, 139 yards.
Absolutely. He's just showed out. He's been a big positive light on this WVU offense right now.
Yost in the shotgun. She's across the middle, and it's Reggie Hansen again, 13 yards. He's 12 for 152, Caleb. He only has 15 for 169 on the season.
Absolutely. He's having a career night. I'm looking to see his career totals, but what a night for him.
Yost dumps it off to Flash G. G breaking Red Hawk's tackle. Yeah, he's a freshman, Reggie Hansen is. So this is a coming out performance for him.
Yeah, I realized that when I clicked on his page and I saw 3 games played. I was like, oh, well, I could have just looked at the sheet for that one.
Yost in the shotgun, getting pressured, hit as she throws. Ball hits the turf. A defensive lineman's dream. Martell tried to pick it, but he couldn't.
Martell tried for the pick, just couldn't bring it down. There's a reason why he's a D end, not a tight end.
2x2 set, 3rd and 2 for West Virginia. Handing it off up the middle. It's Al Hale, and Hale belted immediately. Martell gets the stop, his second tackle of the night. 4th and 2, and West Virginia's going to go.
You have to at this point. If you want a chance to come back, you have to get this. This feels like a do-or-die moment.
And it's a wide receiver screen to the top, and A&M was there, but bad angles by Radloff and White give Sebastian Grant the first.
Great job by Grant catching it. Said, I just got to get upfield. I only need 1 yard. I don't need 10. And was able to get just enough to move the change.
2x2 set. Yost in the shotgun. She takes the snap. A&M content, bringing 4. Yost dumping it out to G out of the backfield, and Red Hawk is there, and Hawk forces another fumble, but it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Red Hawk he's just in a bad mood right now. I don't know what happened. I think he was mad they scored 14 points in the first quarter. I think that he might be mad that they've scored 21 points all night. Red Hawk is like, I don't know what got into him, but he just sees red right now.
Now, he's a little bit of a special person in the locker room, I'll tell you that much. 2x2 set. Yost in the shotgun. Takes the snap. She's firing it to the top of the screen. Toe tapping. Big Hamilton burger. It's always nice when the big guy can show he's got nimble feet. 3rd and inches.
And only his 5th catch on the night. Had a hot start, cooled down. Glad to see him back getting involved in this game.
2x2 set. Yost in the shotgun. Play action. She's taking an end zone shot, and she overshoots everybody. 4th and inches for West Virginia.
Just nothing open. Great coverage, and that's been the theme of all night for A&M is their coverage has been spectacular in these 12-yard situations.
3x1. Yost. Read option, and she trips up on the walk-on. I believe that's a walk-on, but Yost right there just could not get it done. Actually, no, that was Luis Garcia on the trip up, and it is going to be a turnover on downs.
Gee, that was the freshman Luis Garcia. Doesn't even know his own roster. What a disappointment.
Luis Garcia, usually linebacker. He was at defensive end there. Just not used to seeing him there. Jackson Hare gets the carry, hits the edge. He gets 8, sets up 2nd and 2. Jackson Hare has had a very good night tonight.
Exactly. And if you look at just the rushing stats, it doesn't show. But he's been all over the field. What a night for the freshman.
2x2 set. Streets in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's running the speed option. Gets the pitch to Hare. And Jackson Hare loses his bearings and goes the opposite way. As Amaziah Brown on the TFL.
Great open field tackle. Just had to get the tackle and say, hey, keep fighting. This West Virginia team does not stop fighting no matter what the score is.
2x2 set. Streets in the shotgun. Mountaineers showing blitz. And I think A&M is going to take their time on this one. They're going to bleed as much clock as they can. We are inside the 2.5-minute mark. But if you're A&M, excuse me, it has been a very complete game, or complete 3 quarters, so to speak. Very slow to start this one. A little bit of a chilly night here, mid-50s. Kind of windy for Texas. You know, that's a little bit of a cold one right there. Streets takes the snap. Fires it to Jackson Hare out of the backfield. Hare's got the first down inside the 2-minute mark. A&M in control.
Good job by Hare. Got the first down. Didn't get overcomplicated with it. Understands let's just kill this clock and get out of here.
Now A&M is going to run the ball. Malcolm Streets under center. Turns around, hands it to Tank Spikes. Spikes right up the left side. Gets 2 yards. West Virginia playing it well.
They didn't. Good job by Blackman. Chasing down the line of scrimmage, attacked HUD, getting unblocked, limiting the gain to just 2.
2nd and 8 here for A&M. Probably the last play of the game. Streets turns around, hands it to Jackson Hare. Hare running it to the right side, spinning forward, gets 6 yards, sets up a 3rd and 2. Jackson Hare only 9 carries on the night, but 9.5 yards per carry. And we are zeros on the clock. Texas A&M beats West Virginia 58-21. Caleb, let's wrap it up.
I want to give a lot of credit to WVU. They could have given up at a lot of moments in this game, and even that last drive refused to. So great coaching, great job by WVU. But let's talk about A&M. Streets had a night. Hare had a night. Hawk had a night. Everyone on this team had a night. What a way to start conference play for Texas A&M, and what a statement.
Thank you to our executive producer, Mike Peters. Thank you to our associate producer, Austin Crow. Thank you to the best broadcast team in all Sim League football and my broadcast partner, Caleb. Love you, buddy. You have been watching Texas A&M beat West Virginia 58-21. Join us at 8:30 Central as Colorado travels to the Midwest to take on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. My name is Cade Padgett. We will see you boys and girls later.